Trying the beach recording one more time. Got some Zin in me and some Red Bull. Got a bit of a head rush. Had to take a minute to let that wear off. See if I can actually get more than a couple minutes out. I've really been trying to figure all of this out, and it definitely doesn't seem to be working that well. I have, I think, found a couple avenues as far as like making money online, but the real problem has come more from my lack of interest and ability to sort of get anything done, and that if I do pursue anything online, that it's going to sort of make that situation worse by letting me just limp through life, basically. If I just make the bare minimum to survive here, then I don't know that I'm really farther ahead, even though that was sort of the goal. But just having lost direction and drive here, it's been a bit of a struggle, and I don't know that is a step in the right direction. Obviously, making money is important, but my vision originally was to find a way to be successful in another direction and not really just get by. Like I wanted to be healthy. I wanted to focus on things that were important to me. As far as like being healthy, being outside more, things like that. Going to the gym, kind of getting towards my fitness and appearance goals. But what I've found is that as I get closer to that, I'm less and less interested, and I'm less and less motivated by that. And the goals seem to have maybe less impact or less value. Not to say that they don't have any value, but I've definitely minimized the reward from them. And again, they're getting harder and harder to get motivation from at all. And so I don't know where that leaves me right now. Whether I need to sort of move on and push towards something else, or what that looks like. I know that I was really interested in the online space and the social media stuff, but I don't really know how to approach that in a way that I think provides value. Um, everything that I look at is people trying to sell people stuff that they don't really need, or trying to convince people that things are worse in a direction than they really are, or that this is sort of the escape, and that basically everybody should just stop doing everything and go to some sort of online format is an odd thing. And I do see like the addiction of looking at houses online and looking at other people's lives and looking at all these things, but I don't know what the value of that is beyond helping you find the direction that you want to go. Like, I think that if you are just staring at other people's lives, wishing that you had them, we might get stormed out here. That I don't know that that is better than just being at work and kind of being unhappy in those things. I think that people do need to accomplish things and be involved in things, and that the social media industry in general is isolating and lacking a lot of tangible reward, like outside of monetary reward and being able to do these things. I don't know how many people are free because of these things, and I don't know how many people are actually living a better life. Like, maybe you're financially better than you were, but are you really living a better life? I don't know. If you're isolated most of the time and the majority of your interactions are virtual or staged, I think that there's definitely something lacking there. And I feel that even without doing that in my own life, I definitely feel isolated. And this is kind of self-imposed isolation. I definitely did this to myself, but yeah, I don't know that this is good for the soul and spirit long term. Oh, we are definitely getting rained on. So, well, I will chalk this up to another failure. I will try again. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to continue to record inside, I guess. I think it's storm season is coming here, so. Successfully escaped having to face my thought problems again. I'll try one more time. Bye. Just got caught in a crazy storm. It's a good reminder to not ever go around without a face shield anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna try and splice this together. We'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna get dried off and attempt this one more time. Yeah, it is storming like crazy. Not a good time to be at the beach. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get cleaned up and see if I can do something about splicing these videos together. Okay, cleaned up. I ate some cookies and dried off. Um, for starters, to all of the people in my life who have cleaned up after me over the years, um, especially because I'm coming up on a birthday. And so at this age, it is pretty crazy to me that I am still just like this dirty child walking everywhere that just leaves a mess everywhere I go. Like there's footprints, it is wild the amount of dirt and disaster that follows me around. And so to all of the people that have had the luck, joy, or pleasure of cleaning up after me, I thank you profusely and love all of you for the tolerance of my presence. um, yeah, I think more so now because I've been sober for this long and I'm actively trying to clean up after myself and things like that. So the fact that I still, every time I turn around, there's just like footprints and things like it is something that I'm acutely aware of at the moment that I just missed. I think that particular day of childhood where you become an adult and all of a sudden you don't just wear your shoes everywhere. Like I don't really know what it is specifically that I do that is so egregious that I'm unable to go anywhere without making a mess. But whatever it is, whatever particular skill it is that I missed uh, training day on, I just don't seem to have it. It appears. Anyways, so back to um, yeah, the struggle of the current situation, which is that I definitely have sort of lost purpose and drive and desire. And so I'm not reading, I'm not as interested in getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I have all these things that I rewriting my resume, applying for jobs. There's online work that I could be doing um, on top of active learning and all the things that are available to me as someone that has an abundance of free time. And I really just seem to be stuck floating around, not really accomplishing much. Um, and 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 again, I'm very aware of it, and I just can't seem to push myself over the edge. Like I wrote out a learning program for like a step by step business development thing so that I could fill in a bunch of gaps that I have. Um, and just try to go through the paces of all these things to find out the other parts of what I don't know. And again, it's just sort of sat there. The the reading every day has stopped. Water intake has fallen off. And so I really do feel like I'm squandering the fortune that I have of this situation where I've walked away from everything and I have basically life at my disposal, and I'm not doing anything with that, and um, I don't really know how to get out of this thing that I'm stuck in. And I don't know what it's gonna take. I do feel like it's one of those things where I just need to start doing it, but yeah, I'm just having a really hard time finding the motivation or desire to change the situation. And so even the things that are important to me, like getting outside and getting sun and going swimming every day, it's like even those are slowly losing losing their meaning and value. And so I'm really like just sitting here doing nothing. And so that's a bit of a problem. Just because that's not really what I should be doing. Um, yeah, I wish that I had answers. I wish that I could shake myself out of this, and I wish um, that I had some sort of solution for anybody that was in my situation. But it just, yeah, it doesn't. Nothing really seems to matter, and I don't know how to correct that. Yeah. I would have hoped that after 8 months of soul searching, I might have found a glimmer of some kind of idea, but it really doesn't seem to be the case that I'm making a lot of progress. So, I mean, as of right now, my only claim to fame is repeatedly torpedoing my life, and this time I think I did a pretty aggressive job of sort of destroying everything. So I definitely have a long list of things to offer people of what not to do. So there's that at least, I guess. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I thought I'd be able to get this out, but I swing and miss. We'll see if I can splice these together and make something look half decent.